So when we look at the founding fathers, Samuel Huntington is an extremely important individual in the founding of this nation. It doesn't quite get the notoriety of, he wasn't a general of the armies like Washington, and he wasn't the flamboyant personality of Franklin. He actually was the president of the Continental Congress in 1781 when the Articles of Confederation were signed, which means he was actually the president when we became a nation. Good job.
There it is.
The tomb was not vandalized. Everything we saw was in a natural state of decomposition. The good news is they're both in there. I was concerned about vandalism and that they might have been removed, or Samuel might have been removed, but he's in there. Sam is laying on, as you enter, Sam's laying on the left, Martha's on the right. Their feet are against the wall, north wall, so they're laying oriented north-south with head to the south. And there are no brass tacks or any decorative elements on the coffin wood, but there is a beautiful name plate on Sam's coffin, and it says, His Excellency Samuel Huntington, Esquire, Governor of the state of Connecticut, was born on July 16th, 1731, and died January 5th, 1796, at the age of 64. Unfortunately, what we found were the remains, the actual organic remains, were in a very poor state of preservation. That is to say, they were mostly decomposed, and really the bone was the texture of like sponges. And so that type of analysis did not prevail as much as we would have liked. Oh, that's nice. That's some kind of, that's cloth.
Yeah, that's something different.
Basically what we're looking at, unfortunately, is the cranial vault and the face of Martha Huntington. Is totally just as one of the worst preservations I've ever seen. It's really almost fragile, but we are getting some of her teeth. Interestingly, she had a nice ribbon tied around her neck and this is pretty decorative. There's a lot of different kind of cloth here. This would have been part that would have been viewed when they probably had the funeral, or so as a result of that, it's rather decorative, where the post-cranial remains were pretty simple. We wanted to be sure that the remains were not disturbed into restoration and monument reconstruction, so that it would be necessary to remove the remains out, have them secured with a funeral director, and then return them in more modern coffins with the restoration process. See it? We removed the remains and coffin material and placed them with a funeral director here in town, and they will be put back in the same orientation in which we found them before military ceremony.
So good to see you.
You too, Bill.
Listen,
you too.
I just got word that Senator Dodd, Congressman Simmons can make it on the 24th. The governor would place the first brick, the senator, the congressman, the mayor, and then everybody who made a contribution.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think it would be it would
Sure.
be recognition of their gratitude, our gratitude to them.
To them, right.
Well, the only thing that you've got here is an awful lot of television. And to see the two caskets. Let me ask you.
But really, the honors are for him. you know,
They are.
more for than for her, and to have him standing out here, you know, is more.
You're the undertaker. What do you think would be appropriate?
I would probably leave him in the hearse until she gets into the tomb. Then we take him out, because really that's what.
Is that what you want to do? If you,
I think it would
I have
probably
no
be better
problem
off.
with it.
Or do you want us both?
Well, you know what I think you could do? The tomb will be there, and the firing squad, I should think, should be on the salute,
I
should
think
be over here.
they were planning on being right
He was over here, Samuel, and then Martha was
She
here,
was on
on
the
the
right.
top shelf.
Top shelves,
And about the foot of the casket will be about 6 inches from the wall on both sides.
sides, the back wall.
That's the way we
Right.
found them.
And we're heading in the right direction then, so
Okay.
that's good.
What an honor to be here today to preside over the reinterment of one of our greatest forefathers and foremothers. To pursue a dream, which was the American dream, which I hope all of us work in our daily lives to keep alive even today. And so as we place this man and this woman back in the tomb with all the honors and accolades that they deserve, let us never forget that it's because of them and those like them who took the chance and who took the risk and who had the courage so many years ago to establish a country built on the principles of freedom, and democracy, and opportunity for all. This first Constitution of the United States, the Articles of Confederation, went into effect on 1 March 1781. The church bells of Philadelphia pealed the good news. Sloop of war Ariel, commanded by John Paul Jones, dressed ship and fired a 21-gun salute. And Samuel Huntington, President of Congress, gave a reception, and, quote, the evening was ushered in by an elegant exhibition of fireworks, unquote. And under the Articles of Confederation, they created 5 executive departments: a Department for Foreign Affairs, Finance, War, a Board of Admiralty, and the Post Office Department. This man served as President of the Congress of the United States under the Articles of Confederation in 1781 and was indeed, under those circumstances, the first President of the United States. I look forward to working with my friend and colleague, Senator Dodd, to further research this issue and to explore the opportunities which we might have as members of Congress to provide suitable honors for those like Samuel Huntington, who served as President under the Articles of Confederation, even to the point that we may recognize him on his birthday now and into the future. But for today, we will be happy to reinter him and his wife with all honor due to them both.